Welcome back to The World Is
Fucked.
Totally Fact.
Yeah,
isn't
absolutely.
It? It's completely fact. But welcome anyway. You can, if you enjoy our rambling,
Shit.
totally unscripted,
Yeah.
completely made up on the spot podcast, you can listen to it again as many times as you want on iHeartRadio
Yep.
and the rest of those places.
The world is fucked. The round is fucked. The world is fucked. Right? Let's see how many we can get into
Because
this.
you seem excited about these stories.
Are you puppy?
Yeah, hi Ramsey.
Yeah,
Well, you're the one that's pushing yourself into my shoe.
because this is his bed.
Well,
Yeah. Not anymore, bitch.
yeah, sorry we pissed you off, pal.
What did British PM Keir Starmer call for in regards to Gaza? Mm-hmm. A. An IKEA.
Jesus.
B. Sausages.
Uh-huh.
Or C. A strip club called the Gaza Strip Club and claimed ownership of the idea. A, B, or C, number one.
No way.
What?
Can't be any of these, surely.
Where do you
I
see?
mean, there's some... Listen, I don't like to talk about these serious things too much because
And we won't.
But there's some serious stuff going on there, Gaza,
yeah.
as I understand it.
Yep.
And
Famously.
Yeah, and because I don't follow the news, so...
Yep.
But I know that there's some stuff going on there, and I feel like, by the sounds of it, any of these things might be useful.
Yeah.
Because, we need an IKEA, unfortunately, to replace some of the furniture that I imagine has been destroyed.
Yeah. And flat pack is easier to get delivered out fast.
Yeah.
Although the furniture they have now is flat. Too soon.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's literally too soon. It's still happening.
I can't say. Is it...
Sausages. Just
Because
changing subject.
sausages are delicious.
But I love the idea of Keir Starmer just being like, well, we'll send in some sausages.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Yeah.
A
Sausages
strip
are-
club called the Gaza Strip Club and claimed ownership of the idea. Now, I actually happen to think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Probably not in Gaza, though.
No.
But, you could make that anywhere else.
Yeah. But you could have
Theme
like
it.
Paul Gascoigne in Gaza.
Yeah, you could do that. What, him stripping?
No, just his name and his face on the poster.
Oh, right, yeah. Yes.
He'd get invited to a Diddy party.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm going to have to say this.
Yeah.
I have to say that British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called for sausages for Gaza.
Let's find out.
He's like, sausages for Gaza.
Everybody, join in. Sausages for Gaza. Sausages for Gaza. Here's what happened.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages. The hostages. The return of the sausages. The hostages.
He's hungry.
Again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages.
You could just imagine his poor team
Yeah. God,
watching this,
fucking
being like,
hell.
I can just imagine some poor person just turning to like some comms director and going, did he just say fucking sausages?
He just said
Stupid cunt.
He just said sausages.
He just said
But
fucking sausages.
That's the
in
thing
return of the sausages.
when you're hungry, like
Yes, Ramsey.
yeah. Oh, I need to go down to the garden and get some kebabs. Like it pops in your head. Like he's starving. Feed the poor man. Look at him. He's malnourished.
He's wasting away.
He's wasting away.
Sausages.
That's what happened. So there you
It's
go.
funny because there they are with their new Labour government, and he's been a bit of a wet fart so far, hasn't he? They're
Yeah.
all a bit disappointed with him. But then you've got his deputy, Angela Rayner, who genuinely seems like a cool person.
I don't know. I don't follow that.
Well, she's cool because she went to Ibiza on holiday and
Oh,
did
yeah?
a DJ set.
so did Jacinda. She did DJ stuff, didn't she?
Jacinda was a good PM by some people's
By some
standards.
people,
Some
yeah.
people don't think so,
Some
but
people are furious.
some people are raging with her
Yeah,
for
they
some
can't
reason.
even bring her up in conversation.
They were
with some
so
people.
angry that
Yeah.
only 14 people died of
Yeah.
COVID here or something. Do you know what I mean?
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Next one.
Never mind Italy, bodies piled up in the streets, remember?
Oh, God,
And then they're here like, Jacinda won't let us leave town.
It's all a hoax.
Get over it,
Yeah.
New Zealand.
And where do you want to go? Leave town. Where do you want to go? Hamilton.
Oh,
I like Hamilton. That's 2 days in a row. It's like, off. I've got to stop.
I didn't slag off.
I said I did,
Yeah.
and I'm embarrassed by myself.
Well, listen. That's what they do, isn't
That's
it?
what happens,
That's
you
what
know.
happens.
How did visitors at a zoo in China realise that the panda bears were painted dogs? I thought, let's get to the point straight away. Let's get to the point straight away. Mm-hmm. A, they started barking.
Well, that's a pretty good indication.
Good indication. B, one chased a cat.
Making a panda would chase a cat.
Yeah. Or C, they fucked doggy style instead of panda style. A, B, or C.
Yeah, I saw a panda shitting once.
Did you?
But a lot of people can't say that.
I'd love to see a panda shit.
Edinburgh Zoo has pandas in it.
And they shit.
And we went to see the pandas, and the pandas were sleeping. And I was like, this is quite boring. But, there we are looking at a panda, which isn't,
Yeah.
it's not that common a thing to see. You don't see it every day.
Not at a zoo.
And then
yeah.
one of the pandas just had a shit.
Do you know what
There and then, right in front of my eyes.
right, two things, right? One, anytime I go to zoos and they say, here's the lion cage, I never see a lion. Say, oh, it's behind the rock sleeping. Oh, here's the polar bear. Where's the polar bear? Oh, it's hiding behind the rock. I'm like, you just have empty spaces.
It's a con.
Do I have to imagine a lion?
Well, listen, I've seen lions at the zoo.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Right. Where does that leave us?
I don't know. Is it a hoax? It depends on what zoo. And secondly, did I ever tell you the time I opened for Jackass
Yes.
in Hamilton?
Yes, you
did
have
I say it
told
on
me
the
about this.
podcast?
I can't remember. You've definitely told me, but maybe we should tell the story again.
I'll
Get it out there.
literally get it out there, right? I was opening for Jackass, right, in Hamilton in the Outback, and they wanted me to do an hour, and I said I'm not doing an hour, so I shared it with Taryn. Two of us did half hour each, and
An hour as an opening act, it's quite a lot.
Well, they had no material, right?
So what did they? Well, we're about to find out what
Yeah.
they did.
So it was the remaining members at the time that weren't Hollywood famous. So it was Chris Pontius, is that his name?
Or dead. I think a couple of them were dead.
Yeah. Wee Man,
Uh-huh.
Dave England, and the other guy.
Steve-O.
No, he wasn't.
Steve-O?
He was doing his own stuff. So it was four people that were the least famous of the group.
Jackass.
So no Steve-O, no Johnny Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Yeah, none of that. No. So they put on the show.
Margera, that was another
Yeah,
one,
he was.
wasn't
Yeah, he wasn't involved. He was off. So we did it. We did a good set. We did well, despite them not being into us. But we won them over. Jackass lads kept separate. They wouldn't even, they wouldn't interact. And
So they didn't even speak to you?
Nah.
It's weird.
So we did it, and we're comedians. We knew what we were doing. We put on a show, and there's cameras everywhere and two massive screens beside the stage, right? So you can see everything in detail, right? So I was told a bit that they did in Australia, and I'll get to that bit. So I knew this bit was coming up. So each act would come out, and they'd try and tell stories and be funny, and it was silence. It wasn't funny. And every now and again, they'd say, they'd acknowledge Ryan Dunn, I think his name is, and of course Ryan Dunn
committed suicide.
No, he
didn't
died in a crash, I think.
Oh,
and then
well,
they'd get a reaction, get an applause, and so they all tried to use his name to get something, right? So and it was
That's cringe.
Yeah, it was torture, and it was. I don't know if you've seen the Outback, 200 trees. There was loads of people there. Me and Taryn are down the back having a drink because we weren't even offered a free drink when we turned up by the manager.
The scandal.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like, you turn up to do a job and go, here's a... So we turned up, and is there a tab? And he goes, no, you have to pay for a drink. So, let's just get this shit over
Cheap
with.
bastards.
Yeah. So after, because we did so well, the manager comes down, oh, what drink do you want? I go, no, it's a fucking drink.
Yeah.
So we're having our one beer, me and Taryn down the back, watching the show, right? And then it gets to the bit where Dave England, not getting a laugh, pulls out a massive crate, puts a towel on the crate, stands on the crate, pulls down his pants, squats down. You can see it in graphic HD on the big screens, and there's a poo in the towel, right? And then, because that's his bit, he poos on command, and then he picks up the towel, holds it like a baby, tries to get it to latch on. No, holds it like a baby, holds it like a baby, right? And then the crowd, and then the crowd starts screaming, throw it, throw it, throw it.
What the fuck, crowd?
Now he didn't
All
throw
right,
it.
Ramsey.
He didn't throw it in the end, but they were shouting that because in Australia that's what he did. He shat in a towel and he threw it into the crowd.
audience.
And Hamilton were like, "Throw the shit, throw the shit," and we just finished up and said, "That's it, I'm out." I'm out.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, like we left, and it was one of the most insane experience. You think this is amazing, opening for Jackass. They wouldn't talk to you. You have to pay for your own beer. Then you watch a man have a shit. Like,
I wonder what they're doing now.
I don't know.
The least famous members of Jackass.
I think Jackass came back though, didn't it?
Did it?
It came back just before COVID. So, Ramsey, what's going on?
What's wrong with you,
You're not
pal?
getting attention. Look, we're nearly done. Relax.
Yeah, chill
Have
out.
to go hosting awards now.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. But they came back and then COVID happened, so I don't know if that put
Well,
it
good luck to them, I say.
Good luck to them. And stop throwing your shit, man.
Yeah.
What do you reckon here? How many the visitors at a
I
zoo
think
in China?
they probably started barking.
Of course they did. There's the pictures of them, right? It's clearly dogs painted. Zoo slammed after visitors realised pandas weren't what they thought when they started making noise.
I absolutely love that, though.
Yeah.
I think that's a bold and ambitious idea.
I'd pay for that. I'd rather watch that than a panda.
I'd be delighted.
If I was brought to a zoo and I could actually see an animal for a change, and they said, "Here's the pandas," but they're not really pandas, they're dogs, I'd be more excited.
Why don't we have an entire zoo where it's just dogs painted as other animals?
Yeah, and then like a fake neck as a giraffe.
Yeah, flamingo.
Flamingo, chop off a leg. No, don't chop off a leg. And
Well, one dog could be two flamingos.
yeah,
or
one dog.
four.
Yeah, sellotape them together, and then you could put a big like sort of shell on one, and that's a turtle. A tortoise.
You could pop one in a tree.
Yeah.
That's a monkey.
Yeah. Or you could
hang it by its tail on a tree.
Make a hang with his hands, like just sort of like a slot.
One of them cable ties.
Cable. Yeah, and then there's a gap in the
Make
market
the
for that.
cages all soundproof.
Yeah. So,
Perfect.
so you don't hear the horror. Is it any worse than zoos now?
Not really. Did I tell you about the time I went to Barcelona Zoo?
No.
As a kid, and we went to Barcelona Zoo, and they were like, "Oh, and the big thing that they had in Barcelona Zoo at the time was an albino gorilla."
Oh yeah.
And they were like, the albino gorilla, and it's the rarest, because they would be killed in the wild by their families. So we're very lucky that we've got this albino gorilla, and they're very proud of it. And it's like the sort of, key showpiece. I guess.
The main attraction.
So, you go around the whole zoo before you see the albino gorilla, and we watch the dolphin show and all this, right
Getting
around
jealous
the
of
whole
their skin.
Very jealous of their skin. And you go right around the whole thing, and at the end, there's the albino gorilla in his enclosure, and we're all standing there watching him. It's quite sad because the enclosure's pretty empty.
Yeah.
But he just starts shitting in his hand and hurling it at us, just like Jackass.
Jackass.
Just shitting, literally, just shitting in his hand, hurling it at the windows.
Yeah.
He was raging.
He was raging. Smelly fingers though.
Wow.
But then so there's a weird loose comparison between a lonely, stranded, a desperate gorilla in a cage by himself and someone clasping at any other chance of their fame and stuff.
Yes.
And it all boils down to we're all apes at the end of the day.
The thing is,
and he's like, "Here, have me
if
shit."
it didn't work for an albino gorilla, it's not going to work for you, Jackass.
Albino gorillas are the benchmark for throwing shit.
I agree.
Right? And if you can't match that...
I mean, it's weird, isn't it, that I've seen these rare animals, seen a panda, seen an albino gorilla. For some reason, when I'm there, something just inspires them to have a shit. Don't know what it is.
Like, I've seen the dog...
I'm like prune juice to a rare animal.
You just walk by and you go, "Oh, here's a shite coming on."
Yeah, they say, they just feel it.
I found a video that I shared of him a while ago, and 2 years ago, and it's true. He was doing a poo somewhere, and I walked over to pick her up, and when I picked her up, it was cold. I was like, "How is this poo
You've
cold?"
just picked up a strange dog's poo.
And I stood in his shit. I have the video. Oh man, yeah, I stood.
That's funny.
It was funny. I forgot all about it, and then I seen it. Because TikTok just reminds you of everything. Is that it? So I'm bringing the dog for a walk, and he goes off to do his shite, and he does it, and then I follow him to pick up the shit, and I was wondering why the shit was cold. So how's your shit cold? And I realised it wasn't his shit, it was a different dog's shite, and I was standing in his. Just looking at me.
He's like, "What have you done?"
You stood in my shit. Yeah.
I made that.
I made that one. What happened after a 6-year-old was bitten by a coyote?
Oh.
A. Well, he used to be a 6-year-old.
Oh. Well, that's quite dark, isn't it?
B. He bit it back. Or C. he was disappointed that he didn't turn into a werewolf.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of, there's a,
There's a lot happening
because the
here.
first one suggests he died, but also it could suggest nothing happened and now he's no longer 6.
Yeah.
Because he's moved on.
Yeah, people
He's aged.
People age.
People age,
You're
don't
not 6
they?
forever.
No.
Although,
As much as,
I'd want to be.
some of us, P. Diddy, I don't know if he was a paedophile, I just assumed
His name
so.
says it. P. Diddy file. P. Diddy file.
Get the P. Diddy file.
Did you ever hear that? Did we ever talk about the time he got in a fight with Boyzone?
P. Diddy and Boyzone.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this.
He's like, not a boy in the band.
They're all men. They should be called Men's Zone. They are not coming to my party. They are grizzly men. No, it was what was it? 1999. Dublin was insane, and TFI Friday was filming episodes in Dublin, and it was just mad. Dublin was crazy, and the MTV Music Awards was in Dublin, right? So you're seeing people, you're listening to people phone into radio stations. I saw Justin Timberlake, I saw Jennifer Lopez, right? It was just famous people everywhere. And there was a party somewhere.
Does seem a weird city to have the MTV Music Awards, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
but Dublin was cool at the time. I don't know, sure it still is. But, so there was something happened. There was a party, and Boyzone were in the table or the area that P. Diddy wanted to be in, right? So P. Diddy got in an argument with Shane Lynch from Boyzone. They got in some sort of fight.
Physical fight.
I'm not sure. We can look this up, and
I think we're going to need to.
we're going to need to. And then that happened. So Boyzone got in a fight with that, and the newspapers the next day was Puff Daddy fights Stuff Paddy. Fucking hell.
Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
That would be the son of one of them bastards.
Oh,
But yeah, they got in a
God.
fight. A big gangster rapper up against a boy band from
Well, listen,
Dublin.
there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't know about.
Keith Daffy, is he Boyzone?
Yeah, he's
remember all their
He's coming
names.
over next year with not McFadden. Yeah, Brian
Brian
McFadden. For
McFadden.
Men's Life or Boys' Life.
Westlife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a mixture between the two of them. Boys' Life.
Oh, like McBastard.
Mac-
like McBastard.
Yeah, it's like the Rolling Beatles. It's like when you combine. That's never happened.
The Spice.
7.
Yeah.
The Spice Allowed.
Spice Allowed.
God,
yeah,
yeah,
thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
For you.
Another 5.
I reckon he bit them back.
But that's
I reckon
fine.
he bit it back.
And now he's 7 or 8, so he did age.
Oh.
And the child is safe, but disappointed that he didn't turn into a werewolf.
Oh,
Ah, so sad.
shame.
Yeah, so
Good for him.
yeah, that's a lovely story.
Yeah, that's nice. That.
Nice story. What was an Irish cop, guard, police person, whatever you call them, caught saying to a member of the public? A. Will you stop cursing in front of your child for fuck's sake? B.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as God for Christ's sake.
Okay.
Or C. Oink, oink, oinky, oink, oink. A, B, or C. Question number something. What do you reckon?
Well, in Ireland, it might be quite controversial for a police officer to say, "There's no such thing as God for Christ's sake."
Yeah.
For, if, to the wrong
yeah.
audience,
To the wrong people, yeah.
that's not going to go down well.
Yeah. Not like a
Oink,
P. Diddy
oink,
party.
oinky, oink, oink.
Yeah.
I don't think is. I think that's just you.
How do you always figure this out?
I don't know, because I'm smart.
God damn
I
it.
think that's you just being silly.
Just me, but it's just being silly.
But I do think he probably said, "Will you stop cursing in front of your child for fuck's sake?" I think it's probably what he said.
Well, let's find out.
And then he's gone, "What am I like?"
No, I'm a silly goose. Or geese.
Or geese.
You stop cursing in front of your child, for fuck's sake.
In front of your child, for fuck's sake. There you go.
Good.
Stop cursing in front of your child, for
Good.
fuck's sake. Luan Clam was fired from his job for what reason? A. Appalling farts.
Okay.
B. Insisting on working nude.
Okay.
Or C. His exceptionally loud and abusive Tourette's.
Right. Well,
Here we are.
Now that is
Now,
interesting.
That is very interesting.
Because if he's got very loud and abusive Tourette's, you're just gonna have to manage that.
You're going to reel it in.
No, I know. I mean, I don't mean him. I mean, if he's got Tourette's, you're gonna have to just say to the other people in the office, "Listen,
Tourette's.
Luan's got Tourette's.
Yeah.
So we've all just got to
listen to it.
account for that.
And then in the background,
our
fuck,
day-to-day
cunt,
life.
cunt, fuck.
This is
fat
just the
bitch.
way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Put some headphones in.
Yeah.
And you know what? You could lose a few pounds, Linda. Do you know what I mean?
If anything, he's speaking the truth,
If
Linda.
anything.
Right? Get that burger out of your mouth.
Yeah. Pick up a salad.
Yeah.
And
So-
get on
yeah.
with your HR work.
Yeah. Linda.
So I don't think it's that, because I think a workplace would try and accommodate for us Tourette's a wee bit.
It's weird because we have tics, me, my brother and sister, right?
Uh-huh.
And they still have it. They still do a lot of the facial stuff. I've pushed it down because I was the oldest kid, and my ma didn't want us looking mental, walking around,
Fair
flicking and
enough,
stuff.
aye.
And we were mine was clicking. It's not like it was meant like a Snoop Dogg song. And my ma's like, stop fucking clicking, stop, you're making a show of us. So you had to sort of push it down. Now it's kind of like accepted. It's like, hey, he's got a bit of Tourette's.
Yeah.
So
Somebody
I might-
with a stammer,
I
you
might
just
bring
get
it
on with
back.
it, don't
I
you?
might just bring me Tourette's back.
Do it.
I think sometimes it happens. I just say random words out, and people
Yeah.
just. But I was doing a quiz in a venue, and one of the regulars in the venue, massive fella, had loud and abusive Tourette's, and it was putting people off going into the. He'd just sit there, fuck, and one day he brought his mate, and the two of them had Tourette's. And
Oh, God.
the quiz was just not going anywhere.
No.
Everybody was terrified looking at them, like, fucking can't, fuck.
So they're quite aggressive the way that they sound.
Their Tourette's was, and then they had to, can you just go or be somewhere else?
That's a
'Cause this is
shame.
mad.
I feel sorry for people
Yeah.
with Tourette's.
Yeah.
That's quite a shame. So I hope it wasn't Tourette's and he wasn't fired.
Yeah, I hope so too.
But then that said, I doubt he's insisted on working nude. So the only thing that leaves me with is
Appalling
he's
farts.
got appalling farts.
Well, listen, we've all worked in offices with smelly bastards.
Aye.
A man got sacked because his farts were so putrid they overpowered the entire office. That's not an actual photograph. That's
Jesus.
a lawsuit. New Jersey pork roll. So you're eating pork. That's
Pork roll company.
That's an extra smelly fart.
So
Pork.
they're making pork rolls and then they're like, you're causing this factory to absolutely reek.
Yeah, but it could be the pork. That was his plant on his table. And that was a bit of fun. And that was the office.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Next one. What ran for 9 hours before being stopped in Auckland? A. A Forrest Gump impersonator. B. Porn on a giant TV. Or C. A terrible busker playing a Nickelback song on repeat.
Now, I'm just thinking of the giant TV that's in ITS Square at the moment
Yeah.
and hoping that somebody put porn on it for 9 hours and no one noticed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's
I'm
hope.
hoping that happened, but I
Yeah.
would have heard about it.
Yeah. You
We
would
would have
have.
all heard. If somebody had put porn on the big screen
Yeah.
in ITS Square for
Yeah.
9 hours,
9 hours.
we'd all know.
We would know.
Or
But,
would we?
or would we?
A Forrest Gump impersonator.
impersonator.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Who's impersonating Forrest Gump in 2024?
Yeah, you know what? You're dead right.
You know?
You're dead right with that one.
But I think that might be the answer. But C, a terrible busker playing a Nickelback song on repeat.
That could happen.
If that's a busker, though,
Yeah.
he's singing the song.
Yeah.
The same song
For 9 hours.
9 hours.
9 hours on
Which
repeat.
Nickelback song would it have been?
What songs have they got?
Well,
In a photograph.
yeah, and they've got and they've got and they've got other ones
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Nickelback, don't they?
They've a whole wide range of songs.
They've got different songs.
Yeah.
And
Looking at a movie.
and Rockstar.
Yeah, he's a
We're all
rock
just
star.
living in a big rock star.
Okay, yeah, it's a song. Rockstar.
15 cars. Girls come pretty and the blood. Drugs come cheap.
Another photograph. I got a whole album of photographs.
That's Nickelback.
That's Nickelback's whole... Ramsey, did you hear Nickelback?
That's why Ramsey's come into the room. Huge Nickelback fan.
Massive Nickelbacky fan.
He married Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Don't know if they're still married. Don't
Yeah.
care.
I still... It's so weird. I know she's about 40 or something.
No, we still think
But
of her
she's-
as like a little
yeah,
skater
child.
chick.
Yeah, a little... Like, she still
No,
looks
but
like...
there she is, married to the lead singer.
Did you ever
of
see the
Nickelback.
photographs? Did you ever see the photographs of her with fans? The awkward photographs.
Of
Look
Avril
them up.
Lavigne with fans.
So look up awkward Avril Lavigne fan photos. She keeps them at a distance, and she just stands there, and they're like, trying to get in and be pals.
I think the answer is Forrest Gump.
It is, of course, porn.
Yes.
Asics New Zealand store left red-faced over porn broadcast.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Auckland. Keep it real, man.
And that is how they win my business.
That is how I'm going to Asics.
Honestly, I have no reason to buy anything from that shop.
No sports gear at all.
Now.
Until now, right now, we're going there, just hoping that they'd cut on a little bit awkward Avril
Lavigne photos.
Looking at a photograph. Ain't fucking having a laugh. See?
Look, she looks so unhappy.
Yeah. Look at that. Not that. Don't touch me.
I tell you what, I'm going to say this about Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, she did right.
Spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it in that photo, in those photos, can't you?
Yeah. Just don't touch me.
No problem with it. No problem with it. I
all
loved
good.
Avril Lavigne when I was a teenager, when everybody else did. You know?
And then you can still love her now.
But she went all poppy, didn't she? She went kind of,
She
I
sold
don't
out.
like your girlfriend.
Yeah. She did the whole, I'm not into skateboards anymore. I like to play with dolls and be with men.
You know what? Put the tie back on.
Put the tie back on.
Put the tie back on. Put
have
the bag.
some self-respect. Dress up for the office.
Come on, Avril.
Yeah, come on. Get that tie on.
Get that tie back on and then...
Professional.
Because I tell you that song, like, I know Skater Boy and Complicated, it's all a bit cheesy fun, right?
Yeah.
But then there's that song that's actually really good where she's like, I'm with you. You know that song?
No.
Standing on the bridge.
No.
You don't know that song?
No.
Well, that's a genuinely good song.
Why is she on the bridge?
Oh, but I don't know. It's called I'm With You. Don't listen to it now.
You know what? I won't.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. What this happened recently? What did Gary Estezes do after spending $4,000 for Taylor Swift's car at auction?
Now, you know I follow the US election
Oh.
news.
I
so
do.
I know the answer to this.
Oh, I do. He smashed it. He gave it to his granddaughter. Or he played Money, Money, Money by ABBA, A-B-S-E.
Well, now as we all know, Taylor Swift obviously came out recently in support of, she's endorsed Kamala Harris.
Yeah, she's an endorser.
And it's set, there was something now, it was significant because something like 300,000 young women registered to vote after
because
this.
Of that.
So because of that endorsement. Yeah. So she's powerful, influential, right?
Yeah.
And of course, some of Trump's fans were upset.
So that's what...
So what he's done is he's bought Taylor Swift's guitar at auction.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
See, I didn't know that story. I just knew that some rich old fucker bought a Swiftie guitar and smashed it, and he said it as a joke, but I didn't know it was a political statement.
It's a political statement.
Wow. That makes it even worse.
It's bizarre.
Look at this prick. Do you know what? See him. When you see someone that looks like him come up to you after a gig...
It's a fucked up country.
People that look like him, right? People that look like him, when they're waiting to talk to you after a gig, I know they're going to tell me, they're going to do my accent.
Yep.
They're going to tell me a racist Irish joke.
Yep.
And it's going to be the most awkward conversation I've ever had.
They might tell you that they've got ancestors from Ireland.
Yeah. I can handle that. That's okay.
But they also, I know that this sounds really snooty, but they talk to you as an equal.
Oh, like you're on there.
And you're like, actually, I mean, I know that usually we're all the same, right? But when you're on, because you're a comedian, you've come off stage, you know, you're not...
And like, think about mother-in-laws.
They
have their views, they think you share.
Somebody says to me when I came off stage the other night, you're onto something there.
Keep up the skits.
Keep up the
skits. The skits are going to work for you.
He did say skits. It's like you were there.
Skits, yeah.
Because you've met these men.
I've met them
and I say men.
Oh, yeah.
It's always men.
It's always men, and
women
it's always
are a little different.
Yeah, like, are you going to do one of your skits?
He goes,
I'll get that tonight.
Skits or your sketch or whatever it is that you call them.
But it's not the actual, it's either skit or sketch. It's not routine material. It's like...
You're onto something there.
Do your skit there.
And I was like, thank you.
Yeah. I think I've
got wee jokes now that I say when people ask me those standard questions. So if somebody says to me, I like your accent, which I hear quite a lot, I go, thank you, it's part of the brand, it's fake.
Yeah, I say fake as well.
Fake.
I've said that for
Do you
years.
say
Yeah.
that?
So if they go,
I didn't know
that.
I say it's fake as well.
But it's because how do you? I can't accept compliments as it is. So how do you evolve that conversation? How do you yes and with that conversation?
There's nothing.
Oh, thanks very much.
I
So I either go,
and then they stay there. It's fine if somebody goes, really enjoyed your set, and then moves on.
Yeah.
you go thank you, and then they leave.
Yeah.
But often they don't leave.
Yeah.
And so they'll come up to you, like this happened to me last night, come up to you and they're like, really enjoyed your set, you're really funny. And I now go, either I go, I know,
Yeah.
or I go, thank you, I did it on purpose.
Yeah. I give it a go.
I give them another wee laugh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, another wee joke.
And that's like the
And
Queen's
then
handshake
I'm
when she
supposed to
pushes
be going,
them away.
That's right.
That's it.
That's my Queen's handshake.
That's it. The Queen's handshake.
But then they just go,
The thing is, I'm too
And they stay
busy.
there.
I'm too busy, so I'm like, so I
listen, I had a wine waiting for me. I had a lot on.
was like, send that wine over here.
Yeah.
It's yeah. They go, oh, I like your accent. Oh, it's fake. Oh, really? No.
That's what they always...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, it's fake. I say, and they say I get the same, or they laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also get a lot of, my mother was born in Scotland. Oh, my grandparents are Scottish. This, that, and the other. And I'm like, there's something, it wasn't there when I first moved to this country.
Yeah.
But it's growing and it's rage
Yeah.
when people tell me that.
See-
Because then the first time somebody said it to me here, right, they were like, my family's from Scotland. My mouth was polite,
Yeah.
but my head went, I don't give a fuck. I've met loads of people from Scotland.
Yeah. If they say to me, go, my grandparents are from Ireland, I go, so are mine.
I say that sometimes.
Yeah. And they go,
Sometimes I
"Oh,
go,
really?"
sometimes I go, wow, unite the clans.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I'm like, let's fucking conquer the English.
It's a weird one because
What am I supposed to say?
I used to be enraged by it, but now I kind of accept it because I think it's nice and they want to talk and they
I
want
know.
to. But
Don't make me feel bad.
No, I'm not. But I used to go because it happens to get the Irish people. Yeah, where are you from? Well, not really.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like it's a gig. You're slowing down the gig. You know what I mean? So, but now I'm okay. I'll have a chat with them to a certain
yes.
extent. But yeah, I used to be. It used to fucking annoy me.
Sometimes I'll go, whereabouts were they from?
Yeah.
Oh, they're from Dalkeith.
Oh, they say
Great.
the name's wrong. Donegal
Yes.
or something like Drogheda. It's like if your family are from Drogheda, you should know how to pronounce Drogheda. You know what I mean?
And they go, another one I get a lot is, which part of Scotland is your accent from? Yeah. Because they're not used to my accent. They're used to Glasgow accent.
Yeah, they're used to Shrek and shit like that.
So, yeah, Shrek and all that. So a lot of them get confused as to whether I'm Scottish or Irish.
Yeah.
And then when I say I'm Scottish, but I'm from the north of Scotland,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's nice up there. They always say, I can do the conversation. It's nice up there. And I go, used to be nicer, but then I left.
Yeah.
And they go, oh.
We do it with...
That's it.
You can predict every conversation, and we do it with the dog. And it's funny now, because sometimes...
They're just like dogs to us.
No, they're not. Jesus Christ. No, but it's funny because sometimes we swap roles and who says what. So initially it was me. Someone comes up, oh, that's a lovely dog. What type of dog is that? It's my whole routine. I do the routine about it now. He's a Shar-Pei Mastiff. I didn't know what a Shar-Pei was. I thought it was a marker pen. Ha, 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 ha. And then you can predict that. They go, what type of dog? And you go, I don't know. It's a rescue. And it's weird how we act it out every time. We go, you know, we don't really know. It's a rescue. But they said Shar-Pei
As
Mastiff.
though it's the first time you've had this conversation.
And I do that because I don't want to look rude.
Yeah, I do that as well.
And then it's funny because sometimes then Jane does it. So do you know what? Like the two of us do it without realising.
We don't. I didn't even know he was a dog.
I thought it was a cat.
We didn't know what sort of animal it was.
I'm glad you came into my life and told me this, because now I'm going to quit.
But I do love the audience.
I love the audience. I'll cut out bad stuff. I love the audience.
I mean, I
But
don't
they're
mind
I didn't know it was a
a little
dog.
bit
I wondered why he didn't eat his cat food. You know, good times, man.
Good times. But that's what he did. He
That's what
smashed
he
the
did.
guitar because of her endorsement of
Her
Malahaz.
endorsement. This stopped recording again, but I do think this is still recording on the inside. So we'll do one more.
All right.
I'll wrap her up. Probably wrap her up just in
Aye,
case.
that's fine.
Yeah. And then, because I'm pretty sure I've set these to record, so we should have it.
That's all right. We'll do one for fun then.
We'll do one for fun.
No
Next one.
stakes, innit?
This is the... Right. An airline passenger's sewing went viral. Why? A, she was using machetes on a plane. B, she sewed in the word bomb. C, she sewed in the phrase eat a bag of dicks. A, B, or C?
Well.
Now,
it's obviously not A.
yeah, because you can't get machete.
You can't. Listen. We've all tried.
You know, and it cuts you when you put it inside you.
Yes, it does. It's very painful.
Yeah.
She was using machetes on the plane. No, she wasn't using machetes on the plane.
Okay.
And you also can't use machetes to sew.
It's quite difficult because they're just big, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, that's knitting.
I don't know what knitting is.
Sewing's different from
Sounds
knitting,
different.
Alan.
Oh, it's a little tiny needle.
Well, with knitting, you use the knitting needles to make. With
Ah.
sewing, you're
Use a machete to do.
Yeah.
Get like a butter
you'd
knife.
be fucking ripping it to bits
Yeah.
with a machete.
That's So it can't be machete or machetes plural. So that's a mistake on my part.
Fucking hell. Now, syringes
Oh, yeah, but you won't get to
Maybe.
syringe the fat bit through
through.
the thing you're sewing.
Oh, right. I thought you meant through security.
Oh no, get it through security easily.
Easily.
I'm diabetic. No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Hate crime. Oh.
She sewed in the word bomb.
Is that what you reckon?
No, don't think so. I reckon it's C.
You reckon
And
it's
you want to
C?
know why?
Why?
You don't know why I think this, because I'm metagaming this a little. Because I don't think you would make up eat a bag of dicks.
Do you?
I think you would say something different.
I've had that as a catchphrase in the quiz before.
Well, listen, here we are.
Here
I'm
we are.
challenging it. Am I right or wrong?
Well, of course, it's eat a bag of dicks. Passenger's X-rated sewing message on a plane goes viral as she sits there sewing, eat a bag of dicks.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
And I hope she's put that on a tote
yeah,
or a pillow.
or a little woolly hat,
Yeah.
or a sewy hat, whatever you call them.
Well, I don't know.
I'll do one more,
Okay.
and then we'll see how this
I
audio
like that
turned
one. I
out.
like what she's done.
Yeah, she's a hero. Now, I'd follow her into battle.
Looks like it's got poppies as well. So is it sort of like a war remembrance
maybe, yeah,
thing that she's
Eat
doing?
a bag of dicks, Hitler. Go fuck yourself.
Good for her.
Good for her.
I wouldn't call that X-rated though.
Nah, well,
It's just the word dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. But if she'd said, if there was cocks all over
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
then it might be X-rated.
Or if it was like if she was rubbing it on her fanny.
She probably did do that. Do you think it was a message to her fanny?
Yeah. You need to eat more dicks, fanny. This is like, what's that cosmic ordering? Yeah. Send a message to the universe.
That's right.
Eat a bag of
It's the
dicks, fanny.
secret.
Okay, let's go. I don't know why her fanny sounds like Mickey Mouse. Okay.
Well, if they could talk, what would they sound like?
Well, they'd be different voices, of course.
Well, of course, because they're all different.
Different people, yeah. We're back talking about fannies again.
Listen, I'm curious.
All right, let's go. Name a fanny and we'll come up with a voice.
Name a
Like,
fanny.
who's fanny?
Oh, Christ.
So you sit down.
Yeah, sit down, Ramsey.
No, you're not getting up.
Lie down.
Lie down. Down. Lie down. Lie down. I thought you were a cat.
I don't know.
All right, let's get
I
back.
don't know. Judi Dench?
Where's my coffee?
I don't know why it's asking for coffee.
'Cause it's an actress that's gravelly and I need my coffee to start the day.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I need my coffee. Hey, I'm a dame here. I'm a dame. Give me my goddamn
Oh
coffee.
God, and she's American.
No, she isn't. But the fan is
Right. Okay.
with a cigar hanging out. I could have been a contender.
Well, give me one. No, I'll do one.
Dolly Parton.
Oh, I imagine she's gonna be like she's gonna be like well, I don't know what she'd say. She'd be like, oh, let's help them read. She's the conscience. there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's
She's the conscience. She's help those sweet children. Help those sweet children read, Dolly.
So she turns into Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello, Dolly.
Hello,
Hello. You've got enough money, Dolly. Donate some books.
Dolly, I can't see you. There's two things in the way. Are you up there, Dolly?
Dolly, can you hear me?
Hello.
Dolly, please help them cure COVID.
And then I'll do one more.
All right.
Miley Cyrus. It's windy down there.
Tell you what, though, she's a bloody good singer.
Ah, she's quality. Yeah, she's quality.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So she's excellent.
yeah.
Good for you, Miley Cyrus.
Good for you, Miley Cyrus. One more.
Right then.
A picture of what's spying on students went viral. A, a teacher in the ceiling. B, a clown in the sewers.
Oh, okay.
Or C, A Catholic priest in his pants, A, B, or C.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is.
Well, I don't know if we
photograph.
call the crimes of the Catholic Church viral, but everybody does know.
If you give you something, it could be viral.
Yeah, priests are very dirty and they famously don't get checked
The families don't get checked.
for sexual diseases,
You
do
don't
they?
see them with a bag of canisters.
You don't see them at the gum clinic
No, don't.
taking a swab of their arseholes.
Nah.
You
That's
know?
very crusty. No, what?
Well, I mean, they can still shower.
Yeah, but do they?
Don't know. I've never actually spoken to a priest in my life.
I
I don't
just-
think I've ever spoken to a priest.
I just remember the Christian brothers in my school were just kind of crusty and, like, it's like,
Well, they're bored, aren't they?
yeah, they're bored.
I mean, let's face it.
And when you're bored, you just sort of
You just sort of give up.
Yeah.
Same as
yeah.
depression, being bored, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Are priests just always bored?
Yeah.
They must be. They must be so bored.
Yeah. But do they not just drink all that wine and stuff?
Well,
I would be fucked.
it's basically like we all went into lockdown. The priests were like, "We've been doing this for ages.
Yeah, this is our life.
Yeah, this is it."
Yeah.
Good
Don't
as
you
a-
believe in God? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Poor priests.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a teacher in the ceiling.
Teacher in the ceiling.
Yeah, I think it's weird, but I don't think it's a clown in the sewers because I can't explain that in any way other
Yeah.
than it being somebody who dresses as a clown to pull a prank.
Yeah.
Catholic priest in his pants.
Yeah.
It's just too bizarre.
Too bizarre and too normal.
It's too normal.
It happens too many
Why
times.
would you even bring it up, Alan?
I don't know. It's just, it happened. I seen, I have a photograph next of it. No, it's not. It's a teacher in the ceiling.
What is she doing?
She's spying on the students to make sure they're
Why
not cheating.
is that what she's doing? So she's
Yeah.
crawled into the ceiling
Like John McClane in Die Hard.
and then she's watching the students to make sure they're not cheating.
Yeah.
She is a crazy bitch.
That's sacking. I'd fire her.
So would I because that's crazy.
Yeah.
She's insane.
And we all know from going in the attics in our houses as kids, you can't walk on that stuff. She could fall
She's
through the
also just
ceiling.
going to be like covered in dust.
Yeah. So when she comes down, I saw you cheat, Robert. Goes, you're a mental case, miss.
That's mad.
Yeah. I'm going to pass because you're getting fired.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I got a photograph.
is she okay?
I don't think she is. I don't think she is.
Listen,
But
I don't approve.
Yeah, I don't
approve.
But that's what it is. What it is because the world is fucked, and that's what you've been listening to and watching,
Look at
which you
you.
can get on iHeartRadio and anywhere you get your podcast, and watch it on the YouTube.
Elegantly moving into a closing speech. Good for
It's
you.
not my first rodeo. I've seen horses before. You're impressed by that, weren't you?
Not really.
Oh yeah, it's just a thing. Anyway,
Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
yeah. Keep it real.
Keep it real,
Like
yeah.
P Diddy at the party. No, P Diddy. Just to be safe out there.
And if you've got an idea of what P. Diddy would have put in his wedding invitations or party invitations,
You
let us know.
let us know what you think.
I don't know how many of you are
Chat
there.
GDP. Us.
I think we should check.
We should check.
We've got a responsibility.
one last time.
Because of our journalistic integrity. Oh, there's a news story. Look at that. Trump repeatedly farts during. Sorry, I've got to check the title of this.
Like Luan.
During Detroit event. Yes,
Oh,
this is real.
yeah.
There you go.
Right,
That'll be another one for your quiz
Send
later
that
on.
in to me. That's going into the
I've
quiz.
lost it.
Oh, that's good.
I'll send it to you later.
Oh, fine.
Chat GPT. Right, what am I doing? Can you? What am I doing?
Invitation for Diddy's party.
I've lost it. Oh, now we had that beautiful, elegant end,
And that was ruined.
and I've ruined it with all my nonsense.
Well, that happens in life. Sometimes something doesn't go to plan because the world is fucked. And if you enjoyed listening to this, you can watch it on YouTube.
Listen, I don't know how you're doing this.
It's what I did in college.
Can you tell me what P. Diddy's party invitations might have said for those parties?
For a dog.
Because I'm assuming he threw parties that were fine.
Yeah, that were dry parties, like no oil. You know,
As of my knowledge, cut-off is October 2023. I don't have access to exact wording of his party invitations. I must not be logged in. No, I am logged in. Oh. So he doesn't. So ChatGPT doesn't know.
The news.
But it does
Imagine
say
you're told.
so. But ChatGPT doesn't know about P Diddy's parties, like the context. Of
Yeah.
It. So ChatGPT's like, don't have access to the exact wording of P Diddy's party invitations as they are typically private and not publicly shared. Which now, of course, we know why.
We know why.
However, P Diddy, also known as Sean Combs,
Yeah.
is renowned for hosting extravagant and exclusive events,
Very
such as
exclusive.
his famous white parties, where guests are required to dress entirely in white.
Yeah.
And of course, we know why now as well.
Because it's see-through
Because
and it's wet.
And because the cam doesn't show up on it.
Cum doesn't show up on it.
An invitation to one of his parties might have included elements like a grand introduction, a stylish and engaging opening line, possibly something like, "You are cordially invited to an unforgettable evening hosted by Sean P. Diddy Combs."
And a lot of people tried to forget that.
I bet they did, yeah. And then a dress code emphasis,
Yeah.
of course, and exclusive tone,
Yeah.
language that highlights the exclusivity of the event,
Yeah.
RSVP instructions, and creative design elements.
Wow. That's a lot for the big, dirty, oily sex party.
Well, he probably had a party planner.
Yeah, probably did.
And if you, I was gonna try it. I was gonna give it a go, but I don't know how.
Did he?
Did he?
He did.
He
And
did.
it's done. Just like this podcast. And you've been watching The
You're an
World is
inspiration.
Fucked. And you can get us at iHeartRadio and all the other podcast stuff like Spotify, etc. And watch us on the YouTube.
Yeah. Peace.
Out.
This is our podcast jingle. Doesn't it make you tingle? Make you feel warm inside before we release the title. Crazy stories from around the globe that we'll condense for your earlobe. Put that tide into an aqueduct, 'cause you're listening to the world.